people are really gonna watch this.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she want us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, you ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio, and I am here with
Your girl so fab. Hey, y'all, we back.
also known as Barbara Walters with the blouse that she got on.
Try to, because she is giving everything she needs to give today.
So
Tonight on 2020.
2020 and old 60-minute shirt having.
Hey, shout out to Sheen, because she is giving what she needs.
That's
to
what's
give.
up. And y'all notice I don't have my hat. I'm going
And
bald the whole. Hopefully these lights don't make me start sweating, looking crazy.
you eased your way right in front of that white cloud, didn't you?
It's a matter of aesthetics due to the camera.
Come on back to that brick.
Can't be blended. I can't go that way. Can't be blended in. So anyway, how y'all been? How's everybody? I can't see the screen, so we got to make. There we go. How's everybody?
Fam, how you doing?
I know, right? We got to figure out something in between, to keep everybody with what's going on, because we be missing y'all too.
Yeah, but we got to take a break because, honey, mental health is real, and it takes a lot of work doing this show 4 times out of the week.
If y'all would have just seen what just happened prior to us going live and then peeing,
Hello.
man, that shit is crazy. So, yesterday, y'all,
This guy.
the truck broke down on me. Womp, womp, womp. So we weren't in because my ride broke down and there was no way I was going to get from point A to point B in time. And then the tow truck took like 11 hours. Literally, I waited for what's up? I waited for a tow truck for almost like 3 hours. You know, it's embarrassing when like the staff members you work with ride past you, like, you good? You good? Yeah, I'm waiting on the tow. I'll be all right. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm fine. Damn it, go.
You already see me over here looking crazy. You know I ain't good, but thank you for pulling over and taking time to.
I am giving first lady, ain't I?
That's what I'm saying. She out here. So OJ, did you do it? Did you really do it, OJ?
I look like I'm a part of the royal family.
Old head administrator over here.
What? This was a choice and I made it. Hey, y'all.
She's the principal you don't want to see at the end of the day.
But she's fly. Hey.
It's all right. It's all good.
Okay.
So let's so how was your day and days off and all that good stuff?
You know.
Yo, we got a new viewer.
Hey, Cornelius.
What's
how you
up?
doing,
What's up? What's up?
honey? Yes. And also check in with us. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
Yeah,
A
how's
lot has
everybody doing?
happened.
Like, let's just be honest.
Yes.
Like, life is lifing.
It is.
And we still pushing.
It is.
And every day is something.
Hello.
But our pastor Sharon Dean said, you know what? Let's rejoice, because in that pain somewhere, there's some type of lesson or blessing that we're missing.
Absolutely.
And let's pay attention to that and keep pushing, because unfortunately, it ain't gonna stop.
No, it's not. But a lot of good things have happened for TDS, and I'm super excited to share that with you all coming up in a bit. But just check in with us. Let us know how you doing. Did you get a chance to see the solar eclipse?
We didn't do it.
What?
Feel good.
Feel great.
So if you guys are feeling good, feel great. Type feel great inside. So we'll do the whole thing so you can get the whole effect. Barbara Walters. Feel good.
Feel great.
We're all we got.
We're
all we need. You got to get the.
We're all we need.
Let me get 2 in a Ric Flair.
Woo.
Woo. You want to, speaking of 2 in a Ric Flair, do any of y'all watch? Yeah, that all day. All day, Purvis. I gotta watch my mouth because my grandmother in love told me I'd be cussing too much in the nicest way.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, y'all talk. So the show is great, but if you could just, and she right, because I watched those 2 episodes and I was like, man, I was angry. I won't drink before the show. That's real. Those 2 episodes is what it was. I
was leaning.
Yeah,
and I was like, nigga.
I had drank, and it just went crazy. Sorry. Made me lose my point. I was about to say something. I forgot. It's okay.
Oh, something about F them kids? No.
No, it ain't that.
Ric Flair. You said Ric
Flair.
Oh,
speaking of Ric Flair, y'all, I had done something I have not done in years.
Watch wrestling?
I watched wrestling.
Because of The Rock?
Because The Rock came back. I want you to take that whole thing from me. That was a moment that I was about to share.
I'm so sorry.
The Rock came back and I watched it because it was like a Hall of Fame thing. And then he was involved somehow, some way. And I'm like, oh, man, this is the same as when I left it. And Rock can't move as well. So I'm like, this is moving really slow. He can't move.
He's up there.
Yes, I'm saying, like all that high flying stuff. Nah. And there was a couple times I'm like, Rock, I think you're supposed to be in. And he didn't go in. He just laid there.
He said, I am an actor now.
Did y'all hear Meek Mills yell for Rock? Get up! I'm like, Meek, you are taking L's every day. He was taking them when he was with Nicki Minaj, and he's still taking them. Like, Meek. Okay. That was enough. But I enjoyed watching WWF because it was like, oh, man, one of my old guys. And it was good to see The Rock doing what The Rock does. And maybe I was doing this for a reason. Oh, well, we got a lot of
birthdays.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so I go back as far as I go as far back as the 7th.
Whoa, that's a lot of people.
We gotta go with it because it's not fair. Okay. It's not fair. Here we go. Especially for the guy who gave us our start. So this piece of equipment right here. We got this piece of equipment from this gentleman. He helped us along our way because when we initially started, there was wires everywhere. It was crazy. We couldn't figure it out. Happy birthday to Mr. Vincent Clark.
Papa Vince.
Woodrow Arrington, Kendall Evans. Kendall's a cop. Used to be a football player with me, but now he's a cop. Congratulations. Jeremy Level, Alvis Shaw, my man from college, Kevin Forney. Daniel Bauer from high school, Miss Tiara Owens, I used to work with you, and Amy Sanders and Tyrus Rory.
Wait, one more before you go to...
That's the 7th.
That was 7th?
Yes.
Oh, no, okay, you're good.
Okay, in the 8th, family, Angie Banks, Brett Stana, Jamal Livingston, Andre Tucker, April Ebo, Auntie...
I say Mary.
I was about to say because that's not what she has on her Facebook name. So I didn't know if I should call her Aunt Mary or not. Aunt Mary, Aunt Mary, happy birthday, baby. Girl. How you doing?
You'll tell us if it's different.
Yeah, but I didn't know which name I should go with. Ronnie Jeter, Bria Hall, James Labyrinth, Tamara Butler, and Tamika Glenn. And then today I have Tahiti Gatewood, Shamari Brantley, and Craig Finch, 64 years old. Happy birthday to everybody.
I have 3 more.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So happy birthday to Ken. I actually met Ken when I went to Mexico. He was awesome. Him and his partner were just amazing. And we had a good time.
Great.
Happy birthday to Sharika. She is amazing as well. Super sweet soul. And then happy birthday to, this is a throwback for you, Angelo.
Angelo?
Yes, from Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's a super throwback.
Yeah, super
you know, throwback. I wouldn't even tell you happy birthday, my dude. Talking about the dude I play football with?
Yes. Happy birthday, Angela.
So let's go into the songs. What?
Petty as hell.
Here we go.
Y'all ready? Well, happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Well, you look good. You look good. You look fine. You look fine. We hope you have a good time. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Hey, and let's continue to live life in a way that makes every day worth celebrating from the Sibs. And for the 2 people that left while we did happy birthdays, I hope your birthday don't never come up and people leave whenever your birthday come up with y'all funky behinds. That ain't right. That ain't right. You can't say happy birthday to people. Y'all fuck their birthday. Sorry. Oh, I don't have my Nelma thing. I got to get my Nelma button. So whenever I cuss, I put her face up like this. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Is this it? I can't see any of that.
Oh, I don't even think I uploaded it. Sorry.
This is entertainment news.
Yeah,
right
we'll roll with it.
All right, and in entertainment news with Sofat Kim. Hey, I'll take assless chaps Beyonce anytime on entertainment news.
She's the first Black woman to have a number 1 country album.
To have assless chaps?
No.
She said, you know what? And if I was country, we're not talking about her long. If I was country, I would be upset because she told everybody in the world that this is not a country album. This is a Beyonce album.
It's not her fault that she ranked, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, whoever the people were, it's like, she specifically said this is not a country, but then we're giving her a country album award.
Hey, look, this is all payback of how y'all treated her at the Country Music
Somebody
Award.
said, are you really happy with your life if you don't like Texas Hold'em? And I said, yeah, and was like, what are you talking about?
And to be honest, listening to the album, that wasn't even one of the best songs on there. It was like, meh. I skip over
it's
it.
all meh.
Yeah.
It's all meh. We're not gonna go too hard on the beat on the queen. No, I like the queen. Okay, so where are we going here?
Starting off with everyone's favorite actor, Jonathan Majors.
Oh, this guy.
Bing.
This dude.
Yes, Jonathan Majors. He finally received his sentence, and a lot of people thought that he might be looking at some jail time, but no worries. He's actually only going to get probation and a year of it at that.
Thank you, Megan Fox.
His Coretta.
That's it.
Yes, because he was actually looking at some jail time there.
If it wasn't for you, Claretta, aka Megan Fox, he would have looked at the slammer. Thank you.
Shut up.
Thank you, Megan Fox.
He's only looking at probation. So therefore, like we said, no jail time, but it also makes me wonder, are we going to see him back again on the big screen since it's been essentially a little slap on the wrist?
Nope.
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
We want not for Marvel. Marvel. No, but Marvel. Not for Marvel. That's a wrap.
Well, they still haven't cast a Kang yet, so I'm just saying there could be a chance.
Nah.
Just ease them in there.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
You put your hand on a woman, they're not gonna be like, oh, we excuse that.
I mean,
because it's Disney.
Yeah.
Now, kids, you can do it.
Right.
But women, some women you can still do it and get a role. Maybe it's just him.
I meant because he's black.
Right. Won't get me to say that out loud because now I'm an angry big black guy. Go ahead.
We also have comments.
Oh.
Moving on.
I can't do both, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Moving on to our good sis Megan, who is on the front of Women's Health magazine. She did an in-depth interview where she talked about reinventing herself, getting back into working out, depression, the whole incident after the shooting, all of that. But the one thing that kind of stuck out, because we all know that Megan lost her mother as well in the height of everything. Mm-hmm. She was talking about her battle with depression, and she said, before I went on stage, I would be crying half the time because I didn't want to perform, but I also didn't want to upset my fans. I didn't want to get out from under the covers. I stayed in my room. I would not turn on the lights. I had blackout curtains. I didn't want to see the sun. I knew I wasn't myself. It took me a while to acknowledge that I was depressed. But once I started talking to a therapist, I was able to be truthful with myself. And I think a lot of people have those moments and don't realize that just how depression has many, different looks and phases. So I'm glad that she's back out there. I'm glad that she's, regaining her life, working out and looking phenomenal. Shout out to you, Megan. You look amazing, darling. Amazing.
And I'm sure them damn contracts and that money help to get you up out that bed too. Because ain't nobody trying to hear that. Get your ass up. You got Nike on the line. You talking about I'm depressed. You better get undepressed.
She lost her mother. And then you got to deal with all the people talking about, oh, well, you lying on Tory and all the stuff like that. Free Tory. Meanwhile, y'all niggas have never listened to one of his songs. Name 5. I'll wait. That you are currently listening to that's on your playlist. But that's a lot to deal with at a young age. She's just a baby.
I get it. But them checks,
nigga.
that when Planet Fitness and Nike called, you was like, I'll get Mama Memorial somehow.
This guy. Anyway, she looks fabulous. Kudos to you, Megan. Keep doing good girl things, darling. I
like
love
you,
it.
Megan.
I love it.
You're
and speaking of magazine covers,
Oh,
your favorite, Russell.
They put this man out here looking like this.
Russell Wilson has been named one of the sexiest Black men, according to Essence, in their inaugural campaign. He was number 2. Damson Idris, we'll get to him in just a moment, was number 1. But this is what he had to say in his interview.
This is Russ?
Yeah. This is what he had to say in his interview. When,
right.
He's talking about his NFL experience. He said, what I love to see is guys getting drafted early, and that a lot of teams these days have Black quarterbacks playing for them. It's all across the league, and it's showing how the National Football League is starting to evolve, change, and break down barriers. I think one of the biggest blessings of my career so far is that I've been fortunate to be able to open doors for others because of what others have done for me. And of course, he also was talking about Black love and Sierra, who he's been married to since 2016. And they asked him,
God for Sierra,
what the key to success was for the relationship. And he said, simply put, it's prayer. He said, when I asked her to marry me, once she said yes, I said, before we do this, can we pray? I want to make sure we always put God at the center of it all, he recalls. Yeah. And so I think the thing that hopefully exudes from our love is that, listen, love is never perfect, but we continue to try to put God first and pray over each other. We have these 4 beautiful children that we get to raise every day, and it's the greatest gift in the world. Oh.
And here's the thing. I support everything he just said, right? I support that. Then now look at this picture on Essence and tell me if they align. You get what I'm saying? Like if he would have had that
fur coat.
He looks like the line off the Wiz. Yeah, like you're trying to make him jazzed up, but if he would have had like a nice suit on and then those were the quotes, that fits. Like, why did y'all put that fur coat? This is not him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It's always a clash of corny.
Oh, no,
that's
not nice.
What he said fits. Clean cut, got my suit on, maybe something that we've, remotely close to what we've seen him in on the red carpets and all that stuff. Stay clean cut. Trying to be urban Russ. Urban Russ does not work for you. Clean cut. You know what I mean?
Well, that was the creative director of the shoot,
That's what I'm saying. They always cross as corny. Now the man sit there talk about, we prayed before I met her. I said, can we pray? Now, most people are going to be like, what? You know what I'm saying? And that's the fact that he did that speaks volumes of his character, right? Then we're on the cover looking like this.
Leave him alone.
It's like they just can never line up my man's stuff.
To just let him be the clean cut guy.
You're clean cut. Keep it that way. There is no edge to you. There is no urban side. You, sir, are a clean cut Black man. Keep it that way. We should see him, and I know people are like, how you get the comparison? But we should see him always nice and neat like we did Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was always in a suit.
Always in a suit, yes, sir.
That should be Russ. Unless we see you working out or just like chilling, going to the gym. But for photo shoots, looking like that is why people be like, that don't match what you just said.
Maybe you should be his brand manager.
With this look, they're gonna be like, nah. What? Y'all, that's a real.
I'm hearing everything that you say, and I think that would be a good idea for him. That would be an excellent look.
I think it's perfect because I'm not saying look like a minister,
right?
But what I am saying is there is a lack of clean cut, sharp men visual for young boys. If you want to continue to be the leader, then go to the guy that's like, whenever we see you, you got a tailored nice suit on, and when you do your interviews, you're always sharp and crisp. Then we can accept that because it doesn't look like that. Now imagine a dude wearing that outfit asking you to pray. You're gonna be like, wait, what?
I mean, well, some of these youth pastors are trying to be.
He looks like Fozzie.
Oh,
Fozzie Bear. I wish I had Fozzie Bear to pull up. It's not a rip. He's a Muppet. It looks like that's the fur there. Like that, I don't even like that fur coat because there are some mean ass fur coats.
Yes,
that ain't one of them. How you feel about that fur coat?
I don't like fur coats, so I don't like that one at all.
Yeah,
it looks like hair.
And then a wife beater with a chain, Russ. When have we ever seen you in wife beater chain, Russ?
Let's move on.
We ain't never seen wife beater chain, Russ.
We have a lot to get to, especially with J. Cole and Kendrick. So,
oh man, then they're gonna kill me on that. Like, but then you just said Russ was corny, but you ain't with J. Cole. But go ahead.
Moving on to the other.
Oh, we have comments, and I can't see.
Yes.
What is it? What are these things saying?
Go up. Go up. Okay. One. Well, okay. Nope. That one. There we go. It said he had a decent upcoming huge role for Marvel too. Yes. Jonathan Majors, yes. Got him looking like he's somewhere shooting dice.
Right, that's what I'm saying. This is not. I look.
He just left paid him for.
He looks like he's amigo. Like.
Okay, look like he headed to the 2024 Pip Haters Bar.
Hate. Yes. All right.
So it wasn't a good look for us. Okay.
Especially when we see the next brother. What's the next
Idris.
brother?
Oh my God.
Damson
Idris is
now
delicious.
Look how they did him. Now, the shirt's the jacket is a tad tight, but he got the body for it. So things like this you can excuse.
So that's what I'm saying. I could easily see him being the next Black Panther. Easily, hands down.
I have no arguments there. But what I do have an argument with is why they always put us in red leather.
I don't know. Maybe against the skin, because they said that he has like an auburn tint to his skin. So it's like, let's put this on you. Whoever the creative director was for this shoot obviously missed the mark for you. No.
I think that works. I ain't gonna lie. I think that works. I'm not as a man looking at him. I'm like, yeah, that's a decent outfit for the look that he's going for. And then if he also said something like, when I met my woman, the first thing I said is, can we pray? You would look at that and be like, okay, I can get that.
I can see that.
But with Russ, you would think that he would try to take his woman to cookout. Why you make him look like that?
Or Waffle House.
This man has children, lots of them. And you made him look like that? And he said, yeah. Let's do that. I would have been like, hell nah. I want to look like this.
Oh,
I got kids.
Tamsin. Ooh.
And my wife is Sierra. Like, this don't look like CC. Did you see CC on the red carpet? Like, that's not. He didn't even look like that on the red carpet.
No, he did not. I love to see him in suits. I think he looks phenomenal.
Don't do my man Russ like that.
So,
damn.
Damson is also one of the sexiest men named by Essence, sexiest Black men named by Essence, which I'm loving. I'm loving this campaign. I think it's awesome. And they asked him a little bit about, social media and his privacy. So he said, I think privacy is key. I'll speak to my industry just as an actor and an artist. Someone once said, if they pay to see you for free, he said, if they pay to see you for free during the week, they won't pay to see you on the weekend. So I stick to that philosophy. Keep some of that as my mystique, which I think is an awesome quote.
Man, you're trying to that Denzel thing. You ain't Denzel yet, brother. You got a few more movies.
Oh, but he is almost.
He ain't there yet.
Yes,
you can't pull that privacy crap with us yet. And what you need to do is look out. Am I my brother's keeper? Because that ain't it. You should have been like, no, don't do that to him. Don't do him like that. You got me out here nice and you got him out here like a bad 90s shoot. That's something. You know who would wear that?
Who?
Nelly. Because of the wife beater, the chain. That's what Ashanti and Nelly, that's they look. Y'all are our last hope of Black love besides the Obama and all them and Michelle.
All them.
Yeah, and the kids and all them. Y'all are next. Because we ain't got too many examples. So can you stay clean cut and stop trying to be Nelly? Let Nelly and his cheese and ass keep that look right there. If we took Nelly and put Nelly's face right there, everybody would be like,
yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
I can definitely see that for Nelly. 110%.
Yeah.
110%.
But the goddamn sorry. But the head coach of, the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's what you look like? That's what. Never mind, because they'll say I'm race baiting.
You're going to get dragged again.
Yeah.
Speaking of dragged, it's okay. Speaking of dragged, okay, so I don't know what was going on here with this relationship. You guys may have seen it over the weekend and even just yesterday.
Bing. Look at that.
Aoki Lee And her boyfriend, who is 65 years old. Now she's only 21.
Yes.
And pictures had surfaced online of the two of them kissing and canoodling in St. Bart's, the family vacations there. So that's how it's alleged that the two kind of know each other. But once the videos and the pictures went online, all hell broke loose. And we're not saying that was the reason why they broke up. But it was just a little, ironic that as soon as everyone heard, and then we're getting all the disapproving, things left and right. And even Kimora she put a little meme of a bear dragging her kid, like, let me get you together. Now, Russell, he said that, she had already informed him. He knew about it. And he's like, it is what it is. She's an adult. I trust her with her decisions.
I would expect Kimora to shut up. Because
she was very young with Russell.
Very young. She's only following in her mother's footsteps. You are the apple to which she did not fall far from. Or the tree. I'm sorry. You're the tree that the apple did not fall far from.
Yes, because Kimora was very, very young.
And if I was Russ, I'd laugh. Wasn't you just clowning me about 50 minutes? You need a dad that bad that you went and got him? Damn it. If I was Russ, I'd be laughing my ass off. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all gonna give me hell, talk about me bad, and then this man is who's with my daughter. You know what? I support it too, Russ. I would be like, Russ, great. It looks good on you. What the hell? See what grown kids will do to you? You'd be like, what happened? Dad, it was all your fault. I'm going to go with this 60-something-year-old old man
65
with old balls and worms.
Yes. It's like, baby, was it just because he was treating you to gifts and such? Because what?
Yeah, because you didn't get it from your dad because you were crying like, we need money, and you just left us. And then you found this old guy, and you thought that was good. And everybody's like, ooh,
gross,
creepy.
Absolutely.
You're like, oh, this didn't work. Oh, well, let's get rid of him. Celebrity kids be jacked up, boy. If I was Russ, I'd be sitting namaste laughing at her. Just
you were so petty.
You gotta be, because you know why? FTK. When your kids do something like that, like you just gave me hell. And okay, let's find you a respectable young man that's around your age that you're dating, and then you'd be like, you know what? Okay, cool. I'm sorry. You wouldn't find another old rich man.
65.
Did you do this to piss me off? Does your daddy issues run that deep?
65 years old.
It's disgusting.
And the kiss wasn't even convincing. It's like
where did these comments stop? Because I can't.
Oh no,
the new screen is too dark. Where's this?
Keep going.
Up?
Keep going. Down? Go down. Cornelius.
He's first?
Yes.
I thought this was.
No. Well, facts. There we go. Already got that. We go. All right. Old balls, yes.
Old balls, bro.
Yes.
Old balls.
Yes.
Old balls. Like he's taking Blue Chew right now. Popping one of them good pills.
I was gonna say, what is Blue Chew?
Blue Chew is the new thing that they got all these young kids out here stuck on. It's not Viagra, but it's Viagra. It's chewable now. Blue Chew.
Gross.
I just gave y'all a wild ass commercial.
Yeah, right? Ew.
Don't do it. But yeah, he out here on those, man.
Oh my God.
What can he do for you besides his money?
That's it.
It's disgusting.
That's all he can do. That is all.
Disgusting.
Vacations together. Seems like he may be messing with her while she was young.
Once again, grooming.
Yes. I find it very, very odd that all of a sudden you're thinking that it's okay to be with this 21-year-old.
And it's not. And what the ain't that how you ain't? Speaking of ain't, this next story is definitely an ain't.
Yes. So this story definitely bothers me a lot because I've seen some of the tweets and it's just like, when are we going to be done with this whole racist thing? We already dealt with it with The Little Mermaid, but now we're dealing with it again, deja vu. So we're coming out with a new production of Romeo and Juliet that will be featuring Tom Holland, who is Spider-Man, for those of you who don't know, and a young up-and-comer, Francesca Rivers. And they are literally dragging this poor young girl through the mud. They're calling her ugly. Since when has Juliet ever been black? They're erasing our history. Why would they do this? So much so that actors actresses, advocates are all coming to her rescue and have signed a petition and just shown her support. And it's been signed by over 890 people, just showing her support, because oftentimes, like a lot of the actors were saying, Black actors don't get the support when they're also facing this backlash, especially at a young age such as hers. And I could only imagine how she feels when you have grown men and women attacking you because they feel as though a fictional story that was written millions of years ago should stick to it being white and white. So because she may be the best suit out there, she beat out everybody in the audition. She did her work. She did the study. She did the research. But because she isn't your conventional beauty, we have a problem with her, and we're going to drag her, and we're going to literally take time out of our day to call her everything other than her God-given name.
It's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. You know what else is terrible? We had to watch The Mummy take place in Egypt. And somehow Nefertiti was white. And nobody said anything.
Passion of the Christ. Just throwing that out there.
Damn, you keep stealing them from me.
I'm sorry.
Because my next thing was, we've watched many of Jesus movies. And literally, what's in the book never appears to look like the guy on the screen. No. And we eat that. So now my question is, are we wrong? Because we don't get outraged about it. We've been looking and praying to white Jesus since forever. Good times. Damn. He was on the wall. He's in most of grandparents' homes with the gold rim.
Yes.
And the old
with silk press.
And the halo that's around his head with him looking like this. We're not outraged.
That creamy, silky skin and bright blue eyes.
Mary somehow is white. But geographically, the likelihood of Mary being white is not realistic. And y'all mad about Romeo and Juliet.
Fictional story.
I don't feel that. And because we've watched this play be done a million times with great people acting and terrible people acting. Truth be told, we need to be mad that we're even doing Romeo and Juliet again. But who cares? Because nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, is specifically related to Juliet, to where they're like, now hell no. That would be like us being upset if somebody casted a white Martin Luther King. Well, yeah, because that's a real tangible person that has a family that can date back. Bop, bop, bop. Shakespeare wrote this in a book as a story, as a sonnet, as a poem. It was a character in a book. It could be whatever. I don't think there was anything that said specifically any skin.
I would have to ask my theater majors out there, but even to that point, when you see this done on off-Broadway productions and high school plays, college plays, whatever.
Is this a movie?
No, it's going to be just a theater production.
Where? Broadway?
I would have to look and see. Yeah.
And then it's that snooty Fox in them.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's not at Broadway or any of that stuff, like,
cares? Even if it is Broadway,
true.
Who cares?
I was just saying, y'all got to sell tickets. Maybe controversy sells, because at the end of the day, what are y'all mad for?
And I'm sure so many little young girls would love to see that. I mean, who gives a single damn? It's Romeo and Juliet.
Who is the director? Does that say?
It's done by the Jamie Lloyd Company.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. I'm not familiar either, but yeah.
All I know is there's so much colorism, and people will say things, and I've been told things such as, why do you make everything about race?
It'll be opening at the Duke of York's Theater.
Oh, that's actually a big deal.
So yeah.
So I get told a million times, especially from my friends, why do you make things about race, man? Because we can't not make things about race. That's just a woman playing a woman's role. And everybody's like, oh, but she's black. Well, I don't think any black people said, you know what? She needs to be black. I don't think we at the black meetings that you guys think we have, I don't think anybody said that we need to make sure we have a black Juliet. I don't think anybody cared in the importance of blackdom that we gave a damn about
not a single damn.
A black Juliet. Which also, if there was a white actor there, we wouldn't care about that either. I promise you there's not going to be somebody up in arms like, well, we ain't never had a black Juliet. Once again, don't care.
And are you also this upset with Denzel when he is playing Othello?
They were.
This bad?
Well, no, not this bad. No, they're dragging that poor girl, but not this bad. Because man roles, people just be like, meh. But you know, you got to see it pearly white because there are a lot of, and I'm not going to specifically say white people. There are a lot of ignorant people. Ignorance has a cadence, not a color. I say that all the time. If we're talking about the actual art of the show, we should not care if the person is black or white. We should care if they perform the role properly. Exactly. Now, if she does not perform the role properly, don't put her race in it. Just put her as an actor and say she sucked.
Period.
I don't see the problem with that. Now, you can have your opinion if you are a connoisseur of the art. But if you don't even, what's the last play that you went to? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the stuff that I be saying. Like, I don't care because I don't go to a play enough to be like, no, I don't think she should play that role. Don't know, don't care. People willingly are dragging her just because it feels like it's the thing to do. And that's terrible. I hope she gets every role and more.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming to her because of this. Because something has to happen. And then I need to see some of our black actors openly come out and not just on a petition and say something, because you know how we get. I'll sign it, but can I sign it anonymously? No, we need your name. Well, tell me how it went for you. I'm here for you. So you're not going to sign? Girl, I got to get this job. You know, we will turn on you quick. Like, yo, I'm in a struggle. I'm in a bind. Good luck with that over there. Because we won't band together. Because if we're that upset about it, guess what? No black people should buy a ticket. Let's just go ahead and protest this thing right now.
Well, it's not the company. You know, if anything, black people should
buy a ticket. Well, then let's say it that way. Then black people, let's fill it up.
Yeah.
Now, depending on how much the tickets cost,
this nigga,
because we ain't even filling up concerts right now because y'all are tripping.
Speaking of that, Missy, Sierra, and Busta Rhymes, I'm so excited for this concert. But Miss Ma'am, $229 American dollars? Absolutely not. I don't have
that. See that? That better be right next to her while she's dancing like this.
Music
makes you
like it's like you're on the you got the bottom floor, the floor, then you got the one step up, then another step up. That's $229. And then even in the rafters was $179.
I guess I'll just be watching old music videos.
I can't
afford this thing.
And then it's tour after tour after tour. Everybody is literally we don't have any more money.
I gotta either eat or go see you. Because I can't do both in 1 month. Can't do it. It's terrible. Who else you got?
Speaking of
terrible?
Yes.
We got a comment.
Let's go ahead and
where's that at?
Oh, do you want me to read it? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. That's not bad because all three are icons in their own right.
I can't afford it. I get it. What's 75 times 3? I give each one of y'all 75.
Can't do it.
Because y'all ain't all gonna give us your whole catalog either. Missy's the show.
Right.
So I don't know about that. Call me cheap. I don't think.
No, I can't.
Y'all got to stop with these mega concerts, man. Yeah. Like, let me get one and an opener. And then the opener is supposed to be somebody who we need to learn about. What happened to those days? Now everybody want to team up and say, we're going to charge y'all $1 million.
And then on top of that, you have festivals. Like, people don't have any more money.
So the Roots Festival, to me, seems like the best bang for your buck right now. It's just getting there and then staying in Philadelphia. Ugh.
Nigga, okay. Moving on.
No. You like Philly? Nah, I was about to say, I don't. But yeah, let's get into this next story.
Yes.
I don't know specifically how to intro the story. Besides, I'm not quite sure how men are supposed to respond to one another when we are wrong. So J. Cole, for those that don't know, apologized to Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar, not too long ago, put out a diss track, which was pretty much towards Drake, but a stray bullet was shot towards J. Cole when he said, forget the big three, it's just big me. So, you know, a little while longer because everybody's like, what is J. Cole going to say? J. Cole goes along and makes a diss album. Everybody said, for the most part, nah, meh. It wasn't that great. He even named the album, I might delete this later, letting us know that, nah, I'm not too pressed. Then he had his festival. So that came out Friday. Then he had his festival Saturday, this past Sunday. And then at the festival, he took his time to apologize to Kendrick. And the world went crazy because this man, we cut it down, said this.
At the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that don't sit right in my spirit. Trying to find a little angle and downplay his greatness. I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest to ever touch microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, that was the lamest, goofiest shit. And it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that Kendrick really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm going to take that in the chin, boy. Do what you do. It's love. You know, I pray that y'all are like, forgive the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Because I ain't going to lie to y'all. The past 2 days felt terrible. It let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God, because I want to do that for y'all right now.
So the brother said he didn't feel it right in the spirit. I apologize. I couldn't even sleep right for the past 2 days. If you do respond, I deserve it. You can hit me in the chin. I got to take that. Do y'all love Kendrick Lamar? Because I do. I love my brother. Didn't sit right with me. And we commenced as men to call this brother soft.
He said hip hop is dead.
Hip hop is dead. He shouldn't have had to do that. Stand on what you say. Yeah. And it infuriated me because most of the people who said this were old as hell.
Really?
On my timeline, if you look at the people who are saying this, it's just hip hop. They're old ass men. When I say old ass men, I mean 40. Sorry, Grandma Nelma, I'll probably cuss.
40 is old.
40 and up. Y'all too. When we talk about hip hop, because I got something for you. And here's why. As men, when we start to communicate, and let me give maybe my insight of why J. Cole did what he did. As a man, when you get older and you start to reflect on things, one thing he said was, that was the lamest thing I've ever done. You get older and you start to realize like that was stupid. Right? Whereas younger, you stand on business, like that little Muppet that T.I. got, his son. What is his name? King.
Stop it.
So like when you're a little Muppet like him, you stand on business. That's totally ridiculous to me. When you get older, you realize that not all business is good business. I may have messed up.
And I was operating out of emotion.
I got in my emotions. There was probably some people like, you got to say something, man. You can't just let that ride.
And social media probably got in his ear.
And like he said, y'all, like we chopped that up, but y'all want blood. And I ain't that dude. Like I'm from Fayetteville. Like I'm not that guy. And we tore him to shreds. The man showed forgiveness. He asked for forgiveness. He showed empathy. The man also showed the ability to be able to say, all right, I'm going to turn the other cheek because I know you're going to hit me. I hit you. You hit me back. I can turn the other cheek and I'm not even going to respond. And we call this man soft. Old people call this man soft. Old people. Now, here's why I keep saying old people, because we reference the fact that we should be looking for battle rap bars. We want y'all to go at each other. We want y'all to do, we need this. Hip hop is dead. Please stay with me for the 4 folks that are here watching.
This nigga.
When Tupac made Hit 'Em Up, Tupac was 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie, 24.
Mm-hmm.
When Ice Cube made No Vaseline, he was 22 years old.
Oh, really? He's a baby.
When Nas made Ether, he was 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When Jay-Z responded, he was 32 years old. When Jay-Z made the initial song that caused Ether to come out, Jay-Z was 31 years old. When Eazy-E made Real Compton City G's, he was 28 years old. When Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre made their response Dre Day, Snoop was 21, Dre was 27. When LL Cool J went against Cannabis, LL Cool J was only 30 years old. Cannabis, 24. J. Cole is 39 years old.
Shut the hell up. I thought he was the same age as me.
J. Cole is 39 years old.
Woo.
Kendrick is 36 years old. You know what that means?
With a child. Both of them got children, right?
We're going to get there. Too damn old to be writing diss lyrics. We would call anybody this old corny for making a diss at this age. Two things can be right at the same time. Y'all both can be great rappers. Only we are the ones who have to say there can only be one. That's not true. Even when we watch verses, we're not watching old rappers with new content. They're doing old content. I don't even think Jay-Z after that at 32 he says he's the best, but there's nothing that's tagging or subliminally hitting anyone. I don't understand how at a certain age, we don't look at this and say, that's a good example. That's what's up. Like, that's a solid example for a 39-year-old man. We expect a 39-year-old man to go on rants. That's what we see on social media every single day, all the time, is old men going on rants because they haven't done one thing: heal. This man told you something that I think people should pay attention to. This was my behavior 10 years ago. He said it in the clip. Now let's think about how old he would be 10 years ago. 29. That puts him at the age when all this other stuff with all these other rappers was doing 20 to 29-year-old things. I'm not the same person at 40 plus that I was at 30 something years old. That is totally ridiculous to even ask this. You know why it's totally ridiculous? Because what do I have to say about another artist at that age besides personal attacks? It's not going to be rap, because you're good, I'm good. We already got that out the water. The only thing I can do is personally attack you. Kendrick got kids. J. Cole got kids. Is this the imagery that you want at this age? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Younger, hey man, it's for the hip hop culture. That's what they did as younger people. But when you become older as a man,
and you realize you have more to lose,
you realize that this ain't a good look. And when he said it's not sitting right with my spirit, that's when I was like, Like if he was just like in his mind, like, nah, I ain't doing it because it's whack. Nah, I haven't slept well since I did it. Like, which lets you know he was on the fence and somewhat remorseful for what he did.
Right. Absolutely.
All right. The other part about it is it's growth, right? Here's another rapper who just won 3 Grammys at 48 years old, and listen to what he says about his journey, which mirrors a little bit of what J. Cole just said. Killer Mike.
Stood early on that this record was going to be a homecoming. You know, I made a classic record with rap music 11 years ago. This is a generational statement. This is a homecoming of sorts. This is me saying to my grandmother, like, you were right. You know, she would tell me, man, you can't run from God. And
did you find yourself trying to at times?
Yeah, I ran so long. You know, I ran and I sought comfort and pleasures. I sought comfort in drugs and adventure. I sought comfort in, you know, the secular things I wanted to do. And Lord knows I ain't want to join no church yet, But I just finally realized I can't, I can't escape that God has a purpose for my life. And even though I don't know what that purpose is, I know I have one. And I know that God has me on a journey. And even though I don't know where it's going, I know it's meant for me to learn on that journey. So I just accept it.
Now, how did J. Cole end his apology? Hopefully God will allow me to get back on my path and my journey of what I was doing. Same thing Killer Mike just talked about, right? Killer Mike is a 48-year-old man who's realizing at 48, yeah, I gotta stop. I gotta chill, right? So now, do we call this man soft? Killer Mike has a catalog of music, and in some of these catalogs of music, he has gone at other rappers and said he was the best. And even when he won, he said, I've been overlooked for years, right? But at a certain point in age, men, some of this stuff that we talk about is extremely petty and childish. At what point do we grow up? When I see us still idolize Tupac, and this man was 25 for a diss album that he made when he was 25 years old, you can't tell me that Tupac now, at our age now, would look back at that album and say, yep, I did the right thing. But at 25 years old, that's what we would expect
that's what you would
in
do.
the hip hop game. But if we continue to act like 25-year-old men as 35 and up, 40 up, 50 up, then what is the example that we have out here in these streets? What example do we even show or give? It leaves you confused, right? So then we chastised another person because what did he say? I don't even know what to rap about anymore. So let's listen to what Andre 3000 said. Because remember, y'all got on his case about you need to rap. But if y'all are expecting this battle rap weird stuff that you were expecting from J. Cole, well, this is why he said what he said. So listen.
Like people think, oh man, he's just sitting on raps, or like he's just holding these raps hostage. Like I ain't got no raps like that. Like it actually feels, sometimes it feels inauthentic for me to rap because I don't have anything to talk about in that way. Like I'm 48 years old, and not to say that age is a thing that dictates what you rap about, but in a way it does. And like things that happen in my life, like what do you talk, like I gotta go get a colonoscopy, like what do you what do you rap about? You know what I mean? Like my eyesight is going bad. Like,
but you're not.
So what do you rap about at this point in time? We're proving Andre right, and we all want to see Andre 3000 with a new album. But when a dude stands in front of you and is like, yo, it's lame for me to try to battle rap this guy at age 39, because that's ridiculous. And neither one of us are true battle rappers. There's a difference between the hip hop on album and the hip hop battle rap. There's two entirely different styles of rapping. So it's lame for me at 39 to do this. Matter of fact, it was so lame, I lost sleep. And we're like, you're soft.
Hip hop is dead.
Hip hop is dead. What he was talking about and what Killer Mike talked about transcended hip hop. They're talking about their spirit and how they sleep at night. And we as other men criticize this and wonder why all we see is angry, hurt young boys. Because we're not healing. Every one of those men that you just seen there, those three men, are examples of what happens when you start to heal, when you grow up, when you mature.
Yes.
I still, there's rap albums that I can listen to from the old days that give you some nostalgic feeling because you can remember when you was doing some crazy stuff. But eventually, guess what you do? You cut that off.
Yeah.
Because I'm too old for this.
Yes.
I can only sell drugs while I'm in the car going to my job because I don't sell drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
and shit.
Yeah, I can get hype going home. But then once I open that door, the first thing I got to do is play imaginary grocery shopping with my kid. The hell am I supposed to rap about and this other dude when we're both fathers? Like, there's nothing there. There's no content there for you guys for that. Do you know that Styles P. Styles P sells juice now. He has a whole juicing bar.
No, that's right.
Jada Kiss sells coffee.
Yes, he does. And it was passed down from his father, and then he's passing it down to his son, which is awesome.
So how does he make a diss record now? All you can give us is grown adult music. Like, yeah, what we shouldn't be doing. I remember doing this. How can I diss a dude who sells coffee? What do y'all want, men? And I hopefully I'll turn this into a reel later. What do y'all want? This bleeds into other things. It bleeds into how we relate with other people. We can't relate to each other. So man to man, we can't relate because we're looking at you and having a weird expectation of what masculinity and manhood is that we call a brother who actually admitted that he's wrong soft. And then people said, well, how do you attach this to day-to-day life? Easy. Watch how you relate to your women. It's the same thing. So then now you come to these women angry, what you should do, what you bring to the table, all this, and you're old as hell.
And you know what's funny? Because, you know, eventually we're going to have to switch gears.
Yeah.
But when the women were coming to, some of the women, because not all, a lot of y'all chicks was still out here on that Barb shit. But when some of the women were coming to the defense of J. Cole, some guy actually said, you know, you're not a real man when a woman says that you did real man shit. I said, what is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. The dumbest shit in the world. Yes. So she can't comment on the fact that, once again, I'm looking at a man and I feel like that was very masculine and manly.
That was dope.
That was dope. You can't tell me that. Okay, so if he would have shot him, then was that masculine and dope? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all?
I don't know.
And
I wish I would have found the tweet.
My last piece for it is never the artist, it's always the fans. Kendrick and J. Cole
unless
both.
You're Nicki Minaj.
Huh?
I said, unless you're Nicki Minaj.
Right. It's always y'all always take things a step too far. Like, Biggie didn't get killed by Pac. Pac didn't get killed by Biggie. It was the enthusiast that was around that. So that's where people say, you know what, this ain't right. Because Compton supports Kendrick heavy and hard. And last time I checked, Compton still is Compton. Fayetteville, Vietnam still is Vietnam.
All of North Carolina.
No, well, we live here. We love you. Support TDS. Whoa, you pulled me. That's what I do. No, but he's from an area where, like he said, I'm from Fayetteville. Like this is not what I want to portray. Not because of them two personally, because they may be able to sit down at the table, hash it out, shake hands. But you fans want something from them that carries over, because now you take it from just supporting the music to actually thinking you should support and protect an artist over some weird words that he said. Oh, he talked about his kid, because that's the only way you can go. You can talk about your kid, your woman, and all that, because they both got money. So we can't talk about broke. So what can I do to hurt you as another man, but attack you personally? And that's all we see from men nowadays, is attacking people personally. We need to heal. We need to come off of that. And while I'm saying healing, you probably need to pop CBD. CBD's coming up next. Yep, you like what I did there?
I see what
y'all too high strung. The weed y'all smoking ain't right. Y'all need to come off of that and get you some CBD, because there's a difference. We done learned there's a difference between the CBD and the weed y'all smoking. We don't have any psychedelic trips.
No.
All right.
No.
So with that being said, and
a lot of y'all are overdosing too.
That too. So with that being said, we are going to change gears. If anybody does see this, bottom line is, men, grow the hell up. At some point in time, you got to start.
This is your entertainment news. Yay.
You got to start healing, man. You got to start healing. You got to. We have to, because the young kids that I see, they are following the example of the bull crap that we continuously carry on. Let's get to these comments and then we'll take a break.
Oh, okay.
Where do I start? Here?
No, one more.
One more.
Says, I love it because we don't see black men coming together often.
Nope.
The problem is folks feel that there should be the
one.
Multiple people can be great at the same thing, so
Absolutely.
They can put them against each other.
Right. Stop it. We can have multiple great people.
What they need to be doing is putting together that collab that everybody has been wanting since they first came out. Yes.
They would take over the industry. The collaboration is what we've been praying for. Like, yeah. Go ahead.
In the world of hip hop right now, there is room for every lyricist because the thing the kids listen to now is drug user music. We listen to drug dealer music. We listened to drug dealer music.
Right. I don't even
That's
know.
a good perspective.
But still wasn't right though. But I feel you though, because it's still in the rotation.
And Healing Wednesday.
Yes, today is Healing
soon.
Wednesday, and it's coming up soon. We have some Q&A that we got from some viewers, and we still have the messy letter. So we're going to do the messy letter with Auntie V.
Yes.
And then we have our Q&A. So we just got to decide if we're going to do Q&A first, and then messy letter, or messy letter and Q&A.
Well, somehow we always end up telling people to visit the healing consultant after the messy letters. So
okay, cool. So we got one of the two. We'll figure it out in this quick little break. Don't go nowhere.
Don't go anywhere, y'all.
Yeah, because we know how y'all act. So go to the bathroom real quick and come right back. This is TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio, and I'm here with
your girl So Fab, and look who we have.
The healing consultant.
Hey,
what's going on? I promise you, the light is not that dark. So,
okay. Well, thank God.
It's the screen.
It's the screen.
Yeah, it's the screen.
Like over here. Okay. I'm like, woo. All right. Everything's falling, honey.
There we go. All right. We back.
There we go. So, how you been?
Wonderful.
Great.
Have y'all been?
Good. We are excited to see you.
Yes, honey. Yes, I'm excited to be here.
Great.
You know how they are.
And
you know how that goes.
We have questions and everything
Ooh,
too.
Yes,
So that's great. I gotta
Yummy.
pull mine up. I'm sorry, you already got yours ready.
Yes.
Okay.
And Miss V is so kind to be doing her show today because she's getting ready to go off to a cruise, y'all.
I am. Yes.
Getting ready to live her life.
Best life.
Say jealous.
As all of you should be doing too. It's better living, honey.
Yeah.
Through healing.
I know.
You know, I've never been on a cruise though.
This is my
Terrified
first time too,
of
though.
Oh, it's
I'm
your
gonna be
first
honest.
time too?
It's my first time.
Okay. Cool. Tell me how you like it.
Yeah,
I'm terrified of it. I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm going to an adult only cruise now.
That's what's up. That's
I
even
ain't
better.
trying to do no kids.
I know that's right.
I love them, but you know.
I tell people all that that's not vacation.
No, it is not.
When you got kids involved, it's
No,
not
it's
vacation.
work.
Yeah, it's work.
It's work.
Yeah, you just taking that whole house to another spot.
That's all you're doing. Because you packing everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Got
Yeah.
a t-shirt.
The only benefit of the cruise is that they do have a lounge where you can send your kids to go, but they still gonna come and bother you.
They gonna come and bother you.
Yeah, I don't feel like
because they
dealing with any of that.
Exactly.
I don't
No.
want to hear it.
No.
I don't want to hear it. Not when I'm trying to chill.
Thank you. You can't. What you mean trying? You can't do it.
Right.
You cannot do it.
Right.
So are we ready for this messy letter?
I was gonna say we're gonna do
Yes.
messy letter first.
Go right ahead,
Okay.
honey.
All
Cool.
right.
Go right ahead.
Here we
Let's
go.
do this.
Well, hold on 1 second. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go to it. Where's it at? And there it is. It's time for the messy letter. It's that time. Let's do it.
All right. Title:
Mhm.
Is she having sex with her boss?
Oh,
Okay. Says,
ouch.
I have a feeling my girl is having sex with her boss at work.
Mhm.
Are there any tips on how I can prove this? It's obviously not just one thing, and she's just been working there longer than we've been together. Yesterday, we met for drinks and wings after my work day. She had the day off. She called me around 2 to let me know that she was taking her nephew to view the eclipse. That's about a 25-minute drive from her home. I talked to her again around 5:50. That's specific. And she said she was just getting back in the house. Eclipse was fine, great view, etc., etc. Around 6:30, I told her to come meet me for wings. She was slightly hesitant at first, but decided to come. When she walked in the spot, I leaned in for a kiss and she moved her head and gave me her cheek. Super weird.
His wife?
This is his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then as we're talking, she tells me that she has to go into the office. She just offered that information. I didn't ask because she was off on that day. So I asked, why did you have to go in? And she replied, because my boss is spoiled. She said she was called in to print out some papers for a board meeting. They just had a board meeting last week. She left on last Thursday to prepare for a board meeting. So I asked her, he called you on your day off? She replied, it wasn't an actual day off. It was technically a remote work from home day. So I'm gathering it's just the two of them in the office when he called her to print papers. LOL. So we finished our food, and when we left, I got a bro hug from her. Crazy. One of those side hugs. Definitely out of the ordinary for us as far as the way we express affection. But it would make sense if she just got done making love with someone else. There have been earlier red flags. This was just the most recent and glaring at me. How do I find out if this shit is happening?
There's so much to that.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think a lot of it's assumption. But I mean, if you truly want to know, because it sounds like he might already know. To be honest, that's just like and apparently, see, women are smart. See, if we want to get caught, we'll do red flags,
right?
But now, if we don't want to get caught, you ain't catching us,
And not at all.
So, if this, go ahead, Coach. Because
So I believe
I got something to
from
say.
the side hugs and all that other stuff,
Side kiss.
side kiss, these things like that, bruh. yeah, your assumptions may be right. Or if it's not right, it's heading that way. Mm-hmm. And this could be cues of, I'm not that interested in you anymore, pimp. Mm-hmm. What is it? There's a lot. Without saying the other red flags, because you said there's other red flags, we can only go from the ones that you wrote. And from what you wrote in the details, there is something going on. And you just don't know specifically. Right. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to tiptoe around it versus just being straight up.
Or just showing up at work. I mean, you can go visit her.
Go visit. Or go with her. Oh, you want to go print these papers? Let's go together.
Go with you. That sounds like a 5-minute thing. Boo-boo, I'm with you. Yeah. Let's roll.
Exactly. Now, we can do that after defensive, then something's going on. She's like, no, you don't need to come. Because typically if someone's, like you said, just going to go print papers, they're like, yeah, you can come with me.
Yeah. You can come sit in the office. Yeah. It take me 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're in a relationship with someone and you care about this person, you're not going to give the church hug. You're not going to move your face to where they can kiss you on the cheek. Like, that's not going to happen. And
did he say how long they were in the relationship together?
He did not.
Because, brother, are you really in a relationship? Because here's the thing, man.
That too.
This is what I'm learning from these weirdos. These weirdos assume things.
That's true.
Like, so you could literally be writing this letter from a friend's perspective.
Right.
Like, did she say y'all are together? Because most people will say we've been together for this long. It's not in the letter.
No.
And from what I get, that would be like she's doing one of those things where like, this is my homie. Like, so then when people talk, it'd be like, yo, this is my boy. We really ain't like that. Like, but he's a nice guy type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not trying to, push you off, but you're kind of getting the Urkel treatment.
Well, yeah, he may be in the friend zone.
Yeah, heavy.
I mean, he may be in the friend zone
with the emergency brake on.
Because you know how women are, because we'll put you in the friend zone.
Yeah. Oh yes,
and then once you're there,
it's hard.
We're like, oh yeah, I'm hanging out, with so and so and so. You're a friend, and if he don't like, no, I ain't your friend. If he doesn't correct that,
right,
then and because that's the only time we're gonna be like.
It sounds like to me,
I ain't your friend, baby.
That she created, she's creating boundaries. So you're leaning in for a kiss. She turned to the side. She gave you a church hug.
Well, he did say it was definitely out of the ordinary for us as far as the way we express affection.
That is subjective. Because how do you receive affection? You get what I'm saying? So then let's say she's now doing that because you were going too far with the normal hugs. So let's say she did give you a normal hug and she's like, you're a little too huggy, bruh.
So
let's now we're going to just go with these.
Because this might be her way of rotating or getting out of this. It's quite possible.
She is disinterested, whether she is cheating or not. Yeah,
absolutely
true. And communicate, have a conversation with her and not us. Well, girl, we need content, baby. So you can,
Well, and I was going to say that.
Don't get me wrong, because I think for most of us, I know I would. I would, I'd be like, look, dude,
what's up?
This ain't going on here.
Yeah.
This ain't matching. I don't know what we're doing here, but we ain't doing that.
Right. Or
let's define what we're doing.
You know the truth and don't want to ask. Like
because you don't want to know the answer.
You don't want the answer.
You don't want the answer.
Church hugs and men know once you start getting that little side dip,
she's not
that
interested.
Is over. Especially if you put both arms out and she just hit you with this, and you got this arm out here hugging air, bruh. Go sit down.
Because if we like you ain't getting no church.
And then a cheek.
I know.
A cheek.
Because if she like.
That's a cheat, bruh. She don't like you, bruh.
Yeah,
so
she's not into you.
Let's just check whether or not let's check our relationship status.
Right.
Usually these letters always start with like we've been together for years or we've been to da da da. You not telling us the time frame lets me further know that there may be some.
Well, I think that's it.
It might be one-sided.
It sounds like it
and
is.
I think she's creating boundaries.
And sometimes we as women, we will say things that are very, very minuscule just to get out of spending further time with you because of boundaries. Where she's saying like, yeah, I got to go into work. But like you said, if you like someone, you be like, those papers can wait. I'll get to them eventually. But it's like, no, that's enough. We had our wings. We had our drinks.
Yes.
I got to go.
I got to
work.
go. Yeah.
Ouch. Ow. That's even worse. Because you're right. You're 1,000% correct. Bro, she tried to get out of that situation.
Yes,
like,
I know.
So you're thinking she might not even be sleeping with the boss, but it may be the only excuse she got is work to get away from you.
Mm-hmm. It may be.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
So can we get a picture of what you look like, sir? Send DM us at TDS Radio because you, sir, that is. We just dissected that letter.
She
pretty.
sound like me. It wasn't an actual day off. It was technically a remote day.
Well, it's the truth.
Like, wait a minute, get out of my business.
But I mean,
and she feels the need to tell you that.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like she's expressing.
She's letting you down easy.
She's expressing things to you that lets you know that, bruh, this ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
And so even if y'all are together, you should really be able to look at this and be like, yeah, I guess this ain't it.
Yeah, but you're not together.
Yeah.
I mean,
not if she's acting this way.
That's one. Let's start
You're
there.
not together.
Yes, let's start there.
You're not together.
And he is, yes.
Yeah, they're always anonymous. Yes. They're always
anonymous. No one wants to put their name out there.
Because they know.
They
know.
I promise y'all.
They just want you to co-sign on this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a group in Facebook, guys, where if you guys don't believe us, there's an actual group that people post things in. I didn't say where people they post these things, right? They post these things. And so when we read them, we're like, yo, because one, they're funny, and two, it's like this is real emotion. Everybody gets scared though to post who they are.
Mm-hmm.
They get scared.
Of course, because bless their heart.
Because you won't get dragged, and they still get dragged even when they post anonymously.
Especially when we read it. We got more people in here. Did you want to read it again? It was short.
Okay. All right. So for those of you who are just now tuning in, this is today's
messy letter.
Is she sleeping with her boss? It says, I have a feeling my girl is having sex with her boss at work. Any tips on how I can prove this? And so that was his question. We'll come back to that.
My girl.
It's obviously not just one thing. And she's been working there longer than we've been together. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, we met for a drink and wings after my work day. She had the day off. She called me around 2:00 to let me know she was taking her nephew to view the eclipse. That's about a 25-minute drive from her home. I talked to her again around 5:50, and she said she was just getting back in the house. The eclipse was fine, great view, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. Around 6:30, I told her to come meet me for wings. She was slightly hesitant at first, but decided to come. Mm-hmm. When she walked in the spot, I leaned in for a kiss, and she moved her head and gave me her cheek. Super weird. Then, as we're talking, she tells me that she has to go to the office. She just offered that information. I didn't ask because she was off for the day. So I asked, why did you have to go in? And she replied, because my boss is spoiled. She said she called in. She said that he called her in to print out some papers for a board meeting. They had just had a board meeting last week. She left on last Thursday to prepare for a board meeting. So I asked her, he called you in on a day off? She replied, it wasn't an actual day off. It was technically a remote work from home day. So I'm gathering it's just the two of them in the office when he called her to print papers, LOL. So we finished our food. And when we left, I got a bro hug from her. Crazy. One of those side hugs, definitely out of the ordinary for us as far as the way we express affection. But it would make sense if she just got done fucking someone else. There have been earlier red flags. This was just the most recent and glaring to me. How do I find out if this shit is happening?
She's not even sleeping with the boss.
No.
Now that you read that again,
I know.
I think I'm slow. I might might have to read these twice for me.
Well, now I was gonna say I think it's quite obvious.
Yeah, she's not interested, bruh.
No,
the times and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. This is in your head.
That boss is
that boss. Yeah, that boss. She didn't even go to the job to do none of that.
She was hesitant even have wings with him or whatever it was.
That was the thing I know.
She
at happy hour time.
Yes, but she was like.
Because we're going to turn down wings and a drink.
At happy hour. So you still got the day. Because they said 6:00, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, man, that's still
and it was within, after the eclipse, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Girl.
That's within happy hour time. You still good. She's just not that into you.
Yes.
And
sorry, ting ting.
Leave that boss alone before you roll up on somebody and find out something that you ain't supposed to find out. Because, false allegations on another person like that. You might get punched in the mouth
because he don't know.
Yeah,
this is allegedly. This this is allegedly.
These are speculations, sir.
And then how do you know if she isn't telling the truth? And then that's going to make you look even more foolish.
Yeah, leave that alone, man. Leave that alone. And then, like you said, like she's explaining, like, well, it's not a remote. I mean, it's not an off day. It's a remote work from home day. That could actually be factual. Yeah. Once again, things like this happen. I don't see where you specifically get from the scenario that was given. She's sleeping with the boss. That's one. I don't get that from there. What I get more of is she's just not that into you.
Right. Well, it sounds, I mean, she's nice enough to at least tell you what she's doing.
Yeah.
But she hasn't said anything that would indicate to you that y'all even, to me, that they even have a relationship.
Right.
And when did she go print the stuff out for the boss? After they got done eating or before?
Well, no, after, because that's when she was saying.
So what did he mean by when she just got done messing with somebody?
Well, wait, what do you mean?
Because he believes.
He believed like she was messing with somebody. Like,
as far as her affection, because he was saying, like, you know, she gave him the side hug, and he was like, this is out of the ordinary for us, because, you know, we express affection a certain type of way. But he was like, that would make sense if she's messing with somebody else,
or maybe he is showing affection a certain kind of way, and she's not into that, and which is why she's doing what she's doing now.
And you're expecting her to be reciprocal upon that, and she's like, nah.
And she's like, no.
Like I said, it sounds like to me a woman who is creating barriers and boundaries, and not trying to hurt your feelings, because maybe she don't mind being your friend, but you're going too far. So then now you get this.
And then the thing is, she also this was also stated.
Super.
He said she was slightly hesitant at first, but decided to come. But then she offered up the information that she has to go into the office. So maybe that's why she was hesitant, because she knows, like,
I got something else to do.
Yeah, how do I fit this in?
And I'm trying to.
She's trying to get an out.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Because she made that bitch. She may have just been hungry. I mean, she may have been hungry and wanted to drink, and she's like,
let's see if we can fit this in. You got a good 30 minutes.
Okay, but I gotta get some limits here. Yeah, but I do have to eat. So let me just go and get some wings and have a drink. And go ahead and put that out there that I'm gonna be bouncing here in a minute.
Right.
I got my man to tighten up. You look real bad right now, bro.
Yeah.
When you're not interested, you use every single excuse in the world to get out.
Yeah. Like, and then you have your girlfriends make sure they call you.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely. Did you text, girl, call me in about 5 minutes.
Call me in about 5 minutes.
Oh man,
I got to get out.
He's that guy.
I got to get out of here. You know,
but you know what? Lately, I don't even lie anymore. I'm just not having a good time, but I appreciate you. So
Jesus Christ, pick your face up.
Well, you know,
he's like,
because I think
you don't need to lie.
No.
And I don't want you to think, because then now you have somebody who's like this.
We see that. See, that's why you just do drinks. See, that's why you do drinks. Just one.
Just one.
Jeez.
Because that's why you do. Because that's that's limits. That's a limitation.
Exactly.
Because one drink, you know, you're like, okay, fine. You got maybe 30 minutes of your time, and then you decide if you want to spend more time, because then you might order 2 drinks.
Exactly.
But
food,
dinner, no, that's too much of a commitment.
Yeah.
That's too much of a commitment.
For the food to be done. Come out.
Yes. That's too much of a commitment.
So, sir, you are a scrub.
Oh, well, damn.
And you have been placed in the friend zone, and
he's
now
in the friend zone.
You are parked in the friend zone with the emergency brake applied.
Well, yeah, you know, he's in that friend zone with the glass, like do not break unless emergency. And apparently she's not doing emergency.
I was saying it ain't emergency because she's like, do I really want these wings?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So. But you know, he's good for food. I mean, that's
You're the food guy.
You're the food guy.
Yes.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well,
ouch, you are the food guy.
Hey,
you're the food guy.
Sometimes somebody's got to be the food guy. I mean, right?
Oh, God.
I'm not lying.
Don't be the food guy out here,
sometimes
guys.
There's a food guy. Just like there's a drink guy, or there's a guy that, you know, like if you want to go out and have a good time, if you want to go and have a good time, you know who to call. I mean, that's not just for men.
No,
women have categories too.
You are the drink guy, bro. That's,
Well,
he's the wing guy.
He's the wing, and he's the wing, and he's the wing guy. So you know, and that's a quick meal.
She laughing hearing this letter because she really is.
Or we're like, she doesn't like him. Meanwhile,
I mean, there's really no evidence that she's cheating. She's just not into him.
That's the thing. Like he didn't give. There's other red flags. Well, if this is the best one you got that you wrote about, I think more so she just doesn't like you.
I was gonna say, I think it's just she doesn't like you. She, you know, she doesn't have to be
you, sir,
cheating.
are the wing guy.
She's just not you know, you ain't it.
Yeah.
Has any of you ever been a wing person? I think that's the worst person to be too, because how often do you want wings? Like that ain't a regular. That's not a regular call.
Food guy. I definitely have a food guy. Yeah. But then I realized that I don't even want to be bothered with you to sit down and eat. So I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I mean, you know, and you pick your place. You pick a location. You have to pick a location because if the service, you know, if you're like at a high scale, you know, restaurant, then that's going to take, you know, it's going to take extra time. You know, because that's what it's set up for. You know, it's set up for you to have a drink and then for you to have conversations. And then they come in, you know,
you're the Applebee's guy.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. You're the Applebee's guy.
Yes. When I just want a quick
you're
meal.
The 2 for $20 because this is going to take about 30 minutes in and out.
Yes. Because we're talking quick now.
Yes.
Yeah. Applebee's 2 for $20 guy.
Yes.
Well, because you know sometimes,
but like Miss Vernon said, we have women who are also in those categories as well. Like the girl that you know to have a good time, the one that's going to cook you a good meal, the one that's going to bake for you, whatever, buy you stuff.
I won't say anything about that. That's
why
I got 3 daughters now.
Exactly. No better for your ass.
I had the let's
categories.
Get some shoes, guy. When she said, "Hey, those new Jordans come out. Were you thinking about getting them?" Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll get them for you. Because she was a shoe head.
There you go.
Yeah. So anytime a new shoe came out, I got them. But that wasn't good though.
Like you said, drop it like it's hot. And your shoe bill is due yesterday.
You got your food person, the person who can cook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cook, you know.
College, that was bad. That was terrible. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we do. I had a triangle. There was a triangle. Like I would leave from here to go there, leave from there to go here, leave from here to go there, and then back home.
So I wonder how old this guy is too.
Ooh, ouch. Don't be too old being the wing guy now.
Let's hope not.
The wing
if
guy,
you're over 30, you don't need to be the wing guy.
The wing guy ages out. Now we got to talk about some things.
Yeah. Let's hope that you're
a 40-year-old wing guy.
The age of like 30. I'll give you 35, but if you're over the age of 35, you never need to be the wing guy.
I am going to now start looking like, are you a wing guy?
Ever.
I know some.
No.
Old wing guys?
I got one that's older than me where I'm like, I'll just call you if I want this.
Man, that's terrible.
Okay.
So you using people? Hey.
No, I was just going.
The old guys.
How old? I mean, what age is he over? I know.
He is like 38.
Oh no, a 38 wing guy. I ain't gonna, like I said, there's a reason. I am not as in, because this person is that's Tuck from me and my big podcast. I am not gonna say. I'm sorry, me and my big mouth podcast. I am not gonna say that I have not had utility women for things.
But were you single? Well, no, I can't even ask you that. If you are single,
was I single? Yeah, I was single at that time.
Okay.
This is college.
Okay.
College, I was woo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you're single,
woo.
So were you bordering on hoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 daughters.
When you say man got 3 daughters, there was something that went down.
There was some hoe-like tendencies, huh?
Ooh, buddy. And when I tell you, like it was a crew of us from that football players and all that stuff, and it was just not good.
Yeah.
When I tell you, like, it was after practice, she'd be like, where are we going to go eat? Hey, yo, call such and such. Call her. We go there. And the only person, we had one friend that would check us, and she might be watching.
She is.
There she is. The one friend that would check us.
The one and only.
The one is, and that's her right
one and
there.
only.
It was her and her roommate would consistently check us.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one time, just a side story, there were some girls that we had met, and we needed to get them in the dorm. And we tried to use her ID and her roommate, because that's like my sister. So that would be like Kim sitting right there.
Yeah.
So we're like, yo, we need the ID. Like, yo, give us the ID. She was like, no. We're like, but they're here. She said, and we're like, but how are we gonna get them in? That's y'all problem. Nobody told you to bring them trams here in the first place. We're like, you gotta let them in.
Yes.
My girl.
She didn't give us the pass.
No. No.
You're not going to use
she
me in
should
your
have been hitting y'all on top of y'all, slap y'all across
She
your
does.
head and go no.
She does hit us.
Still does.
She does hit us. Like, yeah, we were. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. That's why I got 3 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Utility. So yes. So if you say using people, I would honestly say yeah.
Haven't we all? Like, come on. Let's be honest. We've all been there.
But like you said, it does age out at a time where you're just like, now I got my own. So it's like,
and I don't want to be bothered.
I don't want to be bothered. But if you are old, still the wing guy.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I think I was the Steeler guy. I had Pittsburgh Steeler tickets, and I had a girl that I was friend zoned with. But anytime she wanted to go to a Steeler game,
there you go.
I was the Steeler guy.
Okay, see.
Yeah, that sucked though.
I mean, that's right. What's the song say? Everybody plays a fool sometimes.
Yeah, I was a Steeler guy because I had Steeler tickets. So anytime she wanted to go to a game, we went. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I was that. So yeah,
everybody's something.
Because we had a good time, and then after the Steeler game was over, everybody went their separate. I was the Steeler guy. Oh shit!
Yeah,
I should hit her up. Was I the Steeler guy?
Yes, you were.
Damn.
Well, is she really gonna say? I mean, if she's kind, she's gonna like. No,
we're friends like that to where she would be like, you know it.
Okay.
You were the Steeler guy. You the only person I knew that had tickets.
Yeah. Then she probably like, why are you calling me about the shit?
Right.
And matter of fact, where's the tickets for this season?
I thought you knew.
Hello and good evening.
Yes. I thought you knew. What's up with you?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Have you guys has any guy out here that's watching? Have you been the utility guy for something? Or am I missing comments?
Lane said, hey. I love y'all though.
Yeah, you did love us. I gotta admit, because Lena kept us right from the ratchet. When the ratchets were there, she was the sister that would be like, y'all know better. She held us accountable for real.
Yes, well.
That sounds like hate to me.
Hey, wasn't it though? That's how we felt at the time. Like that, y'all hate. We got 2 on the hook and we can't get them in. Just slide me the slide me the ID.
Figure it out without me.
And them girls was in the parking lot and waited. And now we're sitting there like, what we gonna do, cuz?
Wow.
Looking stupid.
But yeah, we did. But we got them in. But how? I don't even remember. I would need to leave because I don't remember. We got them in. And then when we did, she talked about us like a dog. Love you, Lane.
It's my girl.
She kept us together. But yeah.
Well,
like you said, we've all been somebody something.
Yeah. We all have.
I've been the shoulder to cry on. Like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Didn't you have somebody admit that they wanted to kill themselves like shortly after like mom passed? Yeah. Which was crazy. My mother passed, and then you want to admit to me that you want to kill yourself. Yeah. Why did you call me?
Yeah, this is not the time.
Right.
Be considerate of others.
No.
That was crazy.
That was not the time.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. That was nuts.
That was insane. I was like, well, baby, you just go ahead and get some help and figure it out.
Or
And had I known you at the time, I'd be like, get you some drops.
That's right. Say okay. So I will send you some drops. Or better yet, go to thehealingconsultant.com
and get them now.
And rush order. I ship in 1 to 3 days, boo-boo. Hold on.
Hold
on, baby. Hold on. It's coming. Hold on, baby. It's coming.
But with us talking about that, we have a Q&A with you.
Yes.
So we have people that we've asked questions to get information so that we can have a nice Q&A session. And to those viewing, please ask questions as you're watching, because we are we're going to be discussing CBD in detail. Yeah. And then we're also going to be not just CBD, but specifically the healing consultant products, because it's different than just your average CBD where you go in the store because you see the light on the vape store that says CBD. Nah, we're a little different than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we're organic
and professional.
Yeah, I was going to say, first of all, go to thehealingconsultant.com and you will see the difference just in the website alone, the information and the expertise. Yeah. Expertise is key. Speaking of expertise, do you have the first question?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
okay.
Which I think is an awesome question to start
right
off
in
with.
there. Let's do this.
It said, if you could debunk one myth about CBD, what would it be and why?
Oh my God, that's a good question. Just one. Okay. That it is not marijuana.
Okay.
I think that's the big one.
Okay.
That you are not going. It's not marijuana, and it does not have the THC levels in it. It's less than 0.03%. So you're not going to get high. That would be my first thing. You're not going to get high. I repeat, you are not going to. In terms that people say, you're not going to get fucked up.
Right.
That's just not. That ain't it. Because see, we grown folks, and grown folks have to go to work.
Right.
So
I ain't got time to be that high.
I don't have time for that. So grown folks have to go to work. Grown folks have to take care of kids. Grown folks have to pay bills. Grown folks have to do adulting. And so since we have to do adulting, we don't have time for that.
We don't have time.
Nah.
You don't have time to get.
Which is why you get the CBD products.
Absolutely. That's right. And that's the thing is that whether now we're just talking route, whether you want to ingest, whether you want it like to put it in your coffee or your tea or your water, or whether you want to put it on topically. I mean, but it's not, we're not doing that.
I love that.
That was so you merged my third question, but that's okay. So hold on, I got another one. Hold on. Hold on. This is going to speak to the formula.
Okay.
Are there any specific product formulas or ingredients that you believe enhance the effectiveness of CBD or your specific products over another?
Okay. So what you have to look for is what we call the entourage effect.
Okay.
Which means that in layman's terms, we leave in the terpenes that are in the plant itself. So all of those terpenes work in collaboration with the CBD to be effective, to be even more effective.
Okay.
But that's honestly, no matter, it's not just, it should be any product that you look into, they should keep the terpenes in there because that's like the good stuff.
Okay.
That works with the CBD.
Got you.
So it gives you that kind of balance.
Okay.
What we call homeostasis.
Okay.
That balance
okay.
in your in the product and in your body.
Okay.
In that endocannabinoid system.
Got you.
So yeah.
Okay.
This one is a good one.
Okay.
And I know that since you are in the medical field, this is something that you can really speak to. Okay. It says, in your opinion, what role can CBD play in alternative medicine practices such as holistic healing or traditional herbal remedies?
Oh, it's an absolutely phenomenal alternative to traditional medicine. I mean, that's why it's called, homeopathic. That's because it is for healing. And CBD hemp products are used for that. It's used in alternatives. There's so much science and so much research that's out there. Go to thehealingconsultant.com and you can, and a lot of it's on my blog, the blog and a lot of that to really explain the fact that research is saying, yes, it's a great alternative. We're using CBD. We've already talked about in children, with seizure and epilepsy. We're using it in migraines. We're using it in just every
Cramps,
form.
yes.
Cramps. We're using it
neuropathy,
in MS. We're using it, yes. And neuropathy. We're finding that it's just so many just natural alternative ways that it's put into healing practices. It's incredible growing field.
Okay.
It really is.
Love that.
In the massages, I mean,
yes.
my God.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yes.
Say it again.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a issue.
The way it tickled my nose.
What did?
Get it out. I had to sneeze.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about
Lord,
that.
bless your heart.
Blooper. Because I didn't want it to be one of those sloppy ones where you're like, oh, like. So when I held it, it went back in my nose.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says, I'm battling insomnia. Do or will the drops help with that?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Let's talk about insomnia, because as you know, because I suffer from it too. From being up all night and shift work and that kind of thing. So, the Delta 8 really works well for sleep, and it is CBD. And like I said, and please understand when you talk about any of this, my stuff is independently tested. So by law, by North Carolina law, it has to be less than 0.03 of THC in anything. Hemp products, CBD, the strand is, no matter what strain it is the predominant strain. Part of that is CBD with the terpenes. So, having answered the question with migraines, CBD Delta 8 really works well for insomnia, and it's a natural. It's natural way to fall asleep. Like we said, like I've always said, take it on an empty stomach about an hour and a half before you go to bed. If you've eaten already, then it's going to take longer because you have to go through the digestive system.
So it's better to take it on an empty stomach.
Yeah. But drug anything you take.
Like that?
Well, anything.
I thought we had to eat before, like ibuprofen and stuff like that. Was that wrong?
Not really. Ibuprofen, you have to eat before ibuprofen because it upsets your stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Antibiotics, you take those like with something because they'll tear up your stomach because they mess with the normal flora of your stomach.
Okay.
So that's why you do it.
Learn something today.
Well, that's why you do it. That's why you do it.
Okay.
Anything. But if you have a prescription that is for a sleep aid, it is better for you to take it on an empty stomach. It works faster.
Got you.
Because there's nothing in your stomach for it to compete with.
Okay.
For digestion.
Okay.
So, but like I said, the Delta 8, CBD, any of it, it's better. It just works faster, but you'll gradually feel yourself getting sleepy.
And you do. And Mr. Purpose, that's one thing that I can attest to. When I travel, I battle with insomnia a lot because my mind is constantly going. So I do take it, like you said, I take it before I take my shower, all of that. And typically it is on an empty stomach, but it is like a nice, soothing, slow, balance into your sleep. It's not sudden, like it's not a unisom at all, because unisom knocks you the hell out. And then you feel groggy afterwards. But with this, it's very natural. And then you wake up because, like you said, we got to go to work. So you wake up, you don't feel any other way, and you just go on about your day. But it really does help if you can't sleep.
Yes, and you don't feel that grogginess. I think everybody, if you know what a Benadryl, that Benadryl wake up. You don't have that. You don't have those kind of hangover side effect stuff.
Not at all. Does it help with severe headaches and migraines versus taking the medication?
Excuse me, because clearly I need water.
Coach can attest to that. Yeah,
let me get some water because it's rough over here.
Right.
But
yes, it does. Actually, like I said, Coach can attest to that. He uses the roll-on.
So the roll-on for me,
tell your story there, Coach.
Within 5 to 10 minutes, boom. It got it, and I suffer from chronic migraines from when I was 5th grade, and they've given me every pill you can possibly think about, and nothing worked. Nothing. When I say nothing, nothing works. I'm the person that has to ride it out, close the curtains, and just grab a pillow. So I just happen to just grab because this feels so great on my body for my shoulders and everything. So I'm like, let's just see what it does if it helps my head, because my head is hurting. And literally just did this. And I sat there and I looked at Chiquita, my fiance, and was like, my headache is gone. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, like completely gone. It was 5 minutes. So I can co-sign for sure.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I can co-sign everything because I've used everything.
Everything.
But for my headaches, I definitely use the roll-on.
And if you are interested in the roll-on, go over to thehealingconsultant.com because for a limited time only, you will get a free salve of 400 milligram,
450 milligram. Yes, we have a free salve
purchase of a roll-on.
With the purchase of the roll-on. So, honey, go get your shit.
Now
he's doing a spit take.
Now, now do it now.
Spit take,
right?
Yeah, go ahead and get it
now.
Yes, go ahead and get it,
and then you can try the salve out as well. Yes,
with the free 450 milligrams, so you can put that on, honey, anywhere, because you can use that too on your temples.
Oh yeah,
yes, you can do that on your temples.
Yes,
on your head,
and then for those of
on
you
your back,
who suffer from any sort of arthritis or aches or pains, or even if you're in the gym, the salve works really well as well, especially in your joints, crevices, all of that.
Yes.
So like I said, give it a try.
Like I said, the salve is it's a little thicker. But honey, it's great for your skin too. Your skin will be glowing. Will be glowing, honey.
So Mr. Purvis says mine is a result of PTSD from the military. I've had trazodone and it intensifies the nightmares.
Yes, it does.
I'm trying to get rid of that.
Yes, it does.
Now, before you go into this question, because the moment that you mentioned trazodone, you were like, yes, it does. Can you explain how you know about the drugs that you know? Because most people will be like, how's she know? But explain how you know about as soon as you can drop a trazodone and you're like, yep, it does. Explain your background with that.
Yes, well, all right. Okay, so I am a certified registered nurse anesthesiologist by profession.
She puts you to sleep.
I do. Yeah.
Your life is literally in her hands.
But they pay me to wake you up. Yeah. But yes, I do. But I've been a nurse for 20, I'm saying age, about 25 years now, maybe a little over now. So I know what I'm talking about. I mean, I use all these drugs all the time. I use them every day, all day. And so it's just part of my everyday life,
right?
Knowing all the drugs that people take and how they interact with anesthesia. That's how it happened. So yeah, so it's my jam too.
For someone who does have like the nightmares from the trazodone,
absolutely, it does happen.
Would these have anything that has that triggering effect as far as the CBD?
Well, there's incredible research on PTSD and CBD and THC.
Okay.
Specifically for veterans and people, because a lot of our veterans suffer from PTSD. And it's just remarkable work. I mean, we could do a whole month of just how CBD and THC help in a balanced formula, because it's usually like a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1, or you can do like a 5-to-1 ratio. I'm talking, and to prove that, like I said, it's just proven that it helps considerably with the not only the flashbacks, but it helps with a lot of veterans that I've worked with say that it helps them, for lack of a better word, step away from that. They may still see the event, but they don't have the emotional triggers that are associated with the event. That's why it's such a big deal, and why we're lobbying so hard for veterans with PTSD for that to be on a formula. To be on a formulary, because they need it, and it's just been proven that it helps so much with them.
And so that leads into my question, which is, what is your perspective on the potential of CBD being integrated into mainstream healthcare practices? And are there any barriers to widen acceptance that you believe in the medical community?
Oh yeah, the barrier is our federal government, and the stigma and the campaign that they've been raging since 1930s.
Okay.
Of how they have criminalized it and how they have lobbied against it. It's a long history of marijuana, and it's God, yeah, it's just it's stigma, and it was intentional. So yes, that's why our federal government's doing it. And what has happened is that there are so many people, there are like millions of people that have found the therapeutic properties, and whether they're using CBD or whether they're using THC or whether they're using combinations, because you can do CBN, CBG. I mean, it's just, and they're all cannabinoids in the plant. So I think it will be mainstream. Right now, I know for a fact that our federal government is trying to figure out how they can make money from it, how they can keep those profits and revenue, and deal with the criminal justice system that they've created around cannabis.
Right.
That's the problem. I think that it will. They're probably. It looks like they will deschedule it. Which means that right now it's a Schedule 5 drug. So it means that it has no therapeutic value whatsoever. That heroin are on this list.
Okay.
And so if you deschedule it down to like a 3, that means that it can be given, it can be prescribed to people. If you deschedule it, but people want it to be descheduled and decriminalized. Those are 2 separate things. Because if you decriminalize it, then that means that you've got to deal with a whole generation of people that you've locked up on charges, and that affects Black and brown predominantly. Let's be honest. Predominantly affects Black and brown, and that's a whole lot of injustice that you've perpetrated on a group of people. So that's a moral issue. That's a political issue. That's a race issue.
Absolutely.
So, that's what they're trying to do. This current administration has let out, I believe, like 6,000 people on marijuana charges. But they were brought on just strictly marijuana charges. So it's an interesting perspective. It's an interesting thought. But yeah, the federal government is trying to figure out how they can, because people are leading this charge, and they're like, yeah, we're using it, we want it, it should be part of it. Because right now it's what, 36, all 50 states have some form of legalization. 36 have very strong CBD laws, cannabis laws, and we all know about California and Colorado and Arizona. I mean, so they've got some really what we would say liberal, because you can do recreation, and what they mean by liberal is recreational use. Yeah.
I'm sorry, am I missing?
No.
Yes. Okay. So, yes, we're talking about the nightmares again, so we know what that. Go down one.
And it is. I mean, that's.
And then right here, click on it.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
My wife is dealing with cancer. Do any of your products help with that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It depends on. I would love to know, is it? Can she ingest? Which means can she eat anything? Can she swallow? The salve and the lotion and the roll-on are really great for topical pain. I have a friend who died a couple of years ago from uterine cancer, and I don't have the 2,400 milligram up here, but that was the reason why that was formulated was to help her with her pain, because it was just kind of, she couldn't eat, she couldn't do anything, but she could do the drops. So we got drops in her, and then after she started having the drops and using the topicals, because she would use the salve and the roll-on. After she started doing that, she was at least able to get up out of bed. She was able to do things, with her family and make memories.
Right.
And make memories. After she was able to start, because she could at that time just drink. So she did the drops. And then after she did the drops, like the next week, she was able to do the gummies. And, she had a surge of energy. And she thanked me that she could make memories with her husband and her girls. And so she lasted like about 3-4 weeks. But I know she was like, you don't want to call and thank. No, don't call and thank me, girl. Make some memories.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
You don't need to waste your time on me. And
that was the 2,400 roll-on.
It was
2,400 milligrams.
but I gave her the roll-on, that one too. Like I gave her the small one. And the salve and the gummies and the drops. She got like everything.
The box.
Yeah, she got everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she used everything. So to answer your question, yeah.
He said she's dealing with a lot of body pain and headache. She can eat and drink.
Okay, great.
It has spread to her stomach and her intestines.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Roll on.
Yeah. Roll on for topical. Roll on and salve for the topical. I mean, we've got the roll on. We've got the roll on special with the free salve for the next couple of weeks. So that and the drops, because you're talking about stomach cancer, which means that eventually, the drops, because they're easy to put into anything you're drinking. It doesn't take very long for it to absorb. About 15-20 minutes,
if that.
Yeah, if that. So that might be a better thing. The drops may be a better thing to go because it's quicker. It's a quicker onset, and it's going to last for several hours, which means she can do it morning. She can do it afternoon. I mean, for lunch, and she can do it in the afternoon. So, and topicals. So yes.
Cool.
So go to thehealingconsultant.com because we've got the roll on there with the salve free. And what's his name?
That's Mr. Purvis.
Oh, Mr. Purvis. And Mr. Purvis, I'll hit back at me, and we'll get you a package or something, okay? Okay. 4. Yeah.
So then I got one more question. How many you got?
Okay, I have another question too.
Go ahead.
So then you want me to go with mine? Mine is almost like a closer question.
Oh, well then I'll go with mine then.
Okay.
Because I think this is a good one, especially when people are talking about expectations with CBD.
Okay.
So this one says, how do you navigate the fine line between advocating for CBD's potential benefits while also emphasizing responsible usage and managing expectations?
Oh, I think that's what the product line is all about. Is not only managing expectations, because I've always said, I'm not trying to get you high. So this is in the scope of a healthy, healing environment. This is a healing journey, a wellness journey that you're taking for yourself. And so all the products are set up to do exactly that. And it is a journey. It is a journey. And so you have to spend time on yourself, which means that you need to explore what works for you.
Absolutely.
You need to look and see what works for you. Do all of them work? Yes, they do. Do all of them work? Yes, they do. Because now we're just talking about the route.
Right.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer to decrease your pain? And that's the issue with managing pain, is that is it in a nutshell. It's how do you manage it? Well, you manage it. It's subjective. My pain is not your pain. But what I know is that if if I'm having my back pain, I know I'm going to pick up a roll on or put on some salve. And what I know is that before I know it, I'm like, it's not there. I mean, it's not bothering me anymore.
Right.
So that's how I have a subjective thought about my pain.
Okay.
Whether you ingest it, ingestibles make you, it's a balance. It just makes you feel better. And that's really the expectation. If your expectation is not to get high, you're just trying to get a balance in your day, then absolutely yes. Then do and you can do it ingestible, because you're not going to, number one, you're not going to overdose. Overdoses are THC. That's what you're getting. You're getting a very high concentration of THC because you're getting, the psychotropic effects of THC.
We talked about
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So CBD's, that's not going to happen for you. That's not going to happen for anybody. So
this question
is
kind of like our closer.
Okay.
I think it's a good one to close with. Y'all tell me.
Okay.
Looking ahead, what trends or developments do you anticipate in the CBD industry, and how do you plan to adapt and stay ahead in this market evolving so quickly?
Oh, well, okay. So here's the thing. What do I see looking forward? I see that young people are still going to want to get high. So they're going to have, I do.
Yeah.
They're just going to try to figure out different ways to do it.
Yes.
And now they're going to just try to figure out how to cultivate strands, what we call chemovar strands. And that's what we're doing. A lot of, we're cultivating strands. You've tried a couple of strands. Yeah. So we're cultivating strands. With CBD, it's not really weeding out anything because everything that you have, you want.
Right.
So I see the industry going more instead of getting high. I think it's moving toward a wellness, and because we're getting older. The people who are actually purchasing and doing things with it, we're getting older.
Right.
So we don't necessarily want to get high.
Right.
We don't really want to do the recreational aspect of it as much as we want to do the healing aspect.
Therapeutic aspect.
Yeah. That's what we want to do.
Right.
So I see that there's going to be
these knees.
Yeah. I think moving forward, it's going to be two separate things.
Okay.
It's going to be young people who are using it recreationally. And then there's going to be us that are like 35 and older, who have done a little bit of living and want to continue to do not only living, but do it well.
Right.
So I think that's going to be a bigger part of the industry.
Okay.
Yeah. Because those people have money to spend.
Right.
And they have no problem spending it on products that work for them.
Yeah.
They have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are caravans and buses that go, go to Mexico and they go to Canada, to get whatever it is they need because they have no problem doing it.
Right.
They have no problem doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think the industry you're gonna see a bigger divide.
Okay.
And you're gonna see a lot of people aging into a more holistic view of their health.
Okay. Cool.
And what was the second part of it?
Oh, the second part was I think that was the second part.
Oh, okay.
That was the evolution.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The second part was how do you plan to stay ahead and adapt in this rapidly evolving market?
Oh, yeah. I'm adapting. Yeah. Working on a transdermal.
What's that?
A transdermal patch.
A patch, yeah.
I can patch my CBD.
Oh, yeah. So it's prolonged. You can
That'll give me throughout the day.
Throughout the day. It's going to last longer. And it's going to be a dose, kind of a monitored dose.
Okay.
Like microdosing.
Yeah.
Throughout your day. And it's going to sub-Q. Yeah. I think that's, because
that would be dope. A CBD patch.
Right? Because they have some on the market, but no, they're not reliable.
Okay.
Because I need consistency. Because I want people to have that consistency for like 12 hours. So that you're not basically microdosing.
Right.
Which is what you're going to do, like with drops or anything. Because you're talking about the reabsorption issue, which is good. I mean, thank God you have a functioning system, multiple systems, but so it's gonna, I think so. And then I'm looking at, combinations of CBD and CBN for sleep. I'm looking at, CBD with, a couple of other terpenoids. And like I said, CBD is fabulous. So it's just, looking at the evolution of the brand and of the product. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We actually have one last question.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
It says
this one or this one?
The top one.
This one.
Have you thought about partnering with a health company so people can buy it with their insurance?
Yes. So here's the thing with yes, to answer your question, we all have thought about that, but with insurances are normally regulated by the federal government.
Yes, ma'am.
So here they go again.
Yeah. Yes.
They put you through the ringer.
Yeah. And people have petitioned for that. I said the biggest group is our veterans who are petitioning to have it on the formularies of VA facilities because it's a drug that they need and that works for them.
Right.
But they don't want to pay for it. So they are just like, I mean, they're the biggest insurers that we have.
Right.
So yes, I mean, yes, the industry itself is trying their darndest to do that because it can get expensive. It can get expensive.
And then was there something else at the bottom?
Yeah.
Will the patches be similar to prescribed lidocaine?
Lidocaine.
Lidocaine's different. Lidocaine, yes, it's local. The biodegradability of lidocaine, topically, it's a numbing agent. So it works on, it works on the probably goes back down to about 3 to 5 cells, through your dermis, epidermis, transdermis. So yeah, it is not. And number 2 is it's not going to be long acting. Lidocaine in and of itself is not long. It's not long acting. And it's truly a numbing agent. That's not what the transdermal patches are going to be. It's not going to be a numbing agent.
Okay.
I'm not trying to numb your skin.
Right.
I'm not trying to do that because that's how they work.
Right.
That's how lidocaine patches work. Is it basically numbs the nerve endings for an extended amount of time, and that's all it does.
Okay.
Is it's just going to work on those nerve endings.
Okay.
It's not going to penetrate. It's not going to penetrate that. It's not going to be an anti-inflammatory. It's not going to do that. That's not what lidocaine does.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. That's not what it does.
Cool.
Well, this was a very
super
informative.
informative.
And
Somebody up top said great convo. I don't even.
Yes.
We're right here.
That was family.
Oh,
Rhonda.
hey, how you doing?
I
can't see. Don't take it personal.
So, if you have any more questions, or if you would like to speak with the healing consultant yourself, you can always hit her up at
thehealingconsultant.com. You can always hit me up at that, and you can also, if you've got any questions, you can also drop by and see me at the Girls Market, February 5th. 1 to 5. If you have any questions.
Wait, February 5th?
I'm sorry, is it Feb? Lord baby Jesus. it's like Lord,
already in 2025?
May 5th. Like Lord, yeah. Like, yes.
I didn't know that was confirmed.
I just confirmed it before I walked in here. Girl. Yes, honey. Yes. Absolutely. That's why I was like, oh my God, we're gonna be late. Because I was talking to her. But yes, May 5th. It's gonna be on a Sunday from 1 to 5.
So come meet the healing.
Yes. Yes.
And get your product, and remember,
thank you.
The roll-on, with a purchase of your roll-on,
absolutely,
you can get a free mini
450. Yes. Oh my God.
Yes. It's delicious.
And so is our roll-on. Y'all better get with it. Go to the healing consultant.
Give the program, y'all.
Yes.
Give the program.
So
better healing.
What we got tomorrow? Do we have anything tomorrow?
We do. We actually have the young lady with a Black-owned board game. She designed it herself.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Yes.
All right,
it's called Shot O'Clock. So Coach and I will be playing it. And we're not gonna be taking no shots.
Oh, I was about to say we got to drive all the way back home.
But
that was gonna be interesting.
We'll have fun with it.
Okay.
We want you guys to have fun with it as well, because I am on a quest to find any Black game designer. If you know someone who created a game and they are a minority, please let me know. I would love to have them on the show, because I think that we need to get back to playing games and having family time. So
yeah, and not some old wild stuff that they just wrote down and made up. Real games, not making up rules on Uno cards.
Yes. or revising spades and bid whiz.
And you know what?
Y'all may not know that, but y'all don't know what spades and bid whiz is.
I definitely do. I do. I play them both.
Making up your own rules.
I got a request from a viewer who said that they would like for us to do a spade instructional segment to teach people who don't know how to play spades.
People don't know how to play spades.
I don't know how to
play spades. Or bid whiz.
See, that's a part of
sweet baby Jesus.
You gotta learn on your own.
Oh my God, really?
So let's be honest here.
Bid whiz, you called your own spade. You call your own trump cards, and spades is your trump
Spades
cards.
are the trumps.
We know that, but then it's like whenever you want to learn, you get yelled at for not knowing how to play, but nobody takes the time to teach you how to play.
Right?
Because it's serious,
if Chiquita
girl.
Steele is watching.
Because it's serious. That's why.
So how are we supposed to learn how to play?
How long was the spade? It was a 2.5-hour spade game. We went down to the beach, and it was serious to the point where I had to, like, my fiance, I looked at her like, we got to chop together.
That's
chill out.
Yeah,
it got
not
serious.
Only that.
And she reneged.
Oh
she
no,
reneged.
that cost her for a book. Y'all cost y'all for a book.
I need them right
now.
Yes. She reneged, and that's when it got serious.
Now that's the rule I do know, because you can't put it out there and then take it back.
And that's what she tried to do.
Yeah, or like underbidding. Like, when you got like a strong 10 books,
but you say
and
I got 6.
Got 5, and then you're like, no. You're like, hell no, no. You sitting up here like with 13.
Sandbagging. Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, absolutely not. So it gets serious.
I've tried to teach Kim a couple times. I'm patient enough to teach. But others around be like, come on, man, like what we gonna do? And it's like, But if we want, we could teach a spades.
Yeah.
Yes.
game.
Don't
So
even
that
try
was a
rise and
request.
fly. Rise and fly.
I don't know that
Yeah, I
one.
don't know that. That's black folks
I
stuff.
know bid whist, but I ain't never
No,
heard
it
no
is.
rise and fly.
Bid whist is that. It is that.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
just made that up, Miss Bird.
No. Is this like black folks? Because let me teach y'all how to be black folks. No. Is this a Southern thing? Yeah.
It might
Risky
be.
business.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Rise and fly,
Rise and
y'all. Do y'all know about rise and
Oh,
fly?
come on. Y'all know what
Never
that
heard.
means.
Did somebody say
in my
no?
35 years, I've never heard of that.
Oh, boo
Never
boo.
heard of that.
Did anybody?
Oh, baby.
Do any of
What-
y'all
oh,
know
that
this one?
That's like you play a hand, and then if you lose, you got to get up, and then the next couple has to come in. Yeah,
Oh, no, I
you can
never
sit
heard
there.
of that.
Oh, honey.
Never heard of
Yeah.
it. But we'll have
Honey,
to
you can
do
sit there
instructional
all
black
day.
video games. This one says it's not that we don't know how to play spades.
Mhm.
It's the crazy loud black folks yelling that make you not want to. Yeah, I've seen tables
Because you don't know how to play spades. Oh
Yeah.
man,
It does. Oh yeah.
I am a patient spade. The thing about it was in our last game before we get ready to leave,
Mhm.
we not laughing? I
Yeah.
was laughing.
Having
My
a good
partner
time.
was laughing, having a good time, and then all of a sudden it got serious
was a shift.
after she reneged. Then she stopped drinking. It got serious
Because
like,
people like you need to stop drinking. What the hell? What's wrong with you?
you ain't paying attention to the table.
Oh.
Pay attention to the table.
Oh yes. Now, yeah. Kenneth was like that. He was like, "Babe, here. Can you please? Can you be here? You see what I'm doing?" And because I'm the one that's laughing, having a good time. Girl, how you doing?
And then
You get
what
a
was
drink?
played? What was played?
And then he's looking across the table, "Babe, here. What's going on? Did you not see?
Stick with it, girl.
I'm
Stick
throwing
with
off.
it.
I'm throwing off.
You're supposed to be coming back with
coming
that.
back with another. Yeah. What's going on, baby? What's going on?
Yes.
Please, can we
Please
can we
pay
focus?
attention.
Yes. Oh, it's serious.
Well, maybe we'll have the two of you do the class for the non-spades players
I
so
would
that
love
we can get the rules and we know what's going on. Because I don't want to be. It's intimidating. It's like I'm good.
Oh, because people will bark at you.
Yeah.
You don't know how to bid your hand, man. Damn, what's going on? You be like, I thought this was a cookout.
Listen.
Thought we was having a good time.
Right.
Not at this table, man.
Right.
If you don't know how to play, get up.
Yeah.
People
Get
get
up.
serious about
Rise and
Uno,
fly.
like-
That's what rise and fly is.
If you don't know how to play, get up.
One hand,
Yeah.
you do it one hand, and then whoever loses, get up. Because somebody else got to sit down.
Let's go.
Who know how to play?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we need to have a Black family card game show. So, yes. Oh,
So-
thank you,
What's that?
Thank you, baby. She said, "I'll be your partner, Kim. We on the same level. That's my girl. I won't yell at you.
Absolutely.
I won't yell at you, baby."
But no, man, we appreciate everybody for coming out
Yes.
and rocking with us for this time. And God willing, we see everybody tomorrow. This is TDS Radio with the Healing Consultant.
Yes, Borna. Yes, the healing consultant.
And we will see you tomorrow. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
Bye.